Good morning, friend. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are 31st of October 2019. Remind you this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice, but this is only an education presentation. Please consider term and condition before you continue, saying when you're receiving this recording. So, well, thank God for another day to my life and I pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so good morning, everyone, and here we are in our new day. See what we have for today. So what is the line? There's a lot of news today, but I don't 10 o'clock. 10:30. Normally it's an arrow shows somewhere over here, but anyway, it's been a very heavy news. So um, today we got Australian building approvals, China's manufacturing PMI, Japan has a outlook report and monetary policy statements. So we'll see how that one do. GDP for the Canadian tonight. And 1st of November, which is coming to the non-farm payroll, we don't have nothing after midnight. All right, so let's look at what do we have for yesterday. I find the Euro Australia. Australia is in the top. The euro was in 5. This is 35. So here we don't have the divergence that we're looking for. So therefore, and the trade was already executed. So let's have a look at what the Euro Australia has done. Overnight is continue with the trend, and that's good. So just minimize a little bit there. So I'm risking 56 pips to have 300 pips. That's no bad business, and everything runs as accordingly to what we see over there. Then we did have the pound Canadian. Now the pound is sort of pound Canadian looks to me the same run, but the pound has just a 1, and Australia was 35, and already got a break at that point with the pound Canadian. So let's have a look whether this one did work or no. And wow, that is a good business. So I think I sent this one before the break happened, which is always good to do that. I find that nighttime sometimes could be, you are avoiding all the whips of the market. But yeah, I find quite interesting sort of scenario for that, isn't it? So anyway, so that's what happened, and we are in the top with this one. Then we have the pound New Zealand, beautiful setup. It's already turning around here. The New Zealand is down. There it is. Risk at risk anyway. So we got the break. We got that's a flag. Everything was there. And I already lost 70 pips in this one. So pound New Zealand, it did not took any more trade from there. So that's mean that this one did work in the opposite way. So that's fine. So we didn't make money with that, but we didn't lose apart from the 70 pips that it goes over there. So this is will become on the Donchen EI no trade, and then the pound yen was another one, a beautiful setup over there, all strong, everything to rock as well. I got a 50 pip loss, but here I'm waiting for that one there. So the drums sounds and pound yen, it hasn't done absolutely nothing. So I have to make sure is that's what is happening. I have the trailing stop loss on the midline. This is interesting. So that's why it was how in the world I have the midline here. Oh God. So that was the other one would be the same mistake. Well, mistakes happen, but there it is running beautiful from there. And that's it. So that was there. So good Tuesday. So as you see, less trade, less hassle, better quality, better trades, and patience to wait for those ones that isn't it. All right. So let's jumping into our what we have for today. Of course, I haven't done my chat so yet. So Canadian is the top number one at the moment. Is negative. Canadian was negative yesterday, so today it is again negative. So let's see if we find anything interesting with the Canadians. So Australia, New Zealand, we don't trade. Swiss, we don't trade. Euro Canadian will be one to have a look over there. So the only thing we come over here, we look in the Euro Canadian and we want to see what's happening and look at what happened. Now, as you see, this is a consolidation. Now the market is coming down. So unfortunately, in this one, we will not put any execution. So we just take that one there. The market is break, so it seems to me that we're going to be trading the pullback from that, but that could be one to be watching on the future. Nice. Now, this is what I like to see. This is a pattern, consolidation pattern. Now, if we look in this one on a weekly time frame, look what is actually, that. So the moment, as you see, is running heavy. So we need to wait for a pullback before we consider. Now that is a quite interesting pattern. That's actually is coming off from the monthly. So you can actually look the big time frames from here. But now we have wow, how many weeks is this one here with this week including? Is 8 weeks of consolidation. So we need to find out is anything here that is producing that consolidation. And there we got Iran. So we got a quite significant line that the market has been coming, touching. So, and that's, and we're looking that it could be another line over there. So that's a nice range of 1200 pips. Could be possible over there. Who knows? Nobody knows, but that's where we got. So we are in on a sort of kind of support. Uh-oh. And yeah, so that's quite interesting. So as you see, this tool now is telling us we don't want it there, we want it in the deeper, but this is, is not going nowhere. So therefore, another day. So Euro Canadian, Pound Canadian is the other one that is suggesting us here. So we're just coming over here and we want to see the dip. Now this one is broke up from yesterday. Do we have the Pound Canadian yesterday? Yes, of course we did have the Pound Canadian. So this is already in the run. So and I want to get you some lessons from here about the three strategies that we have, and we will come in later to that. Uh, that's it. So U.S. Canadian. So let's have a look. That's on a negative now. The U.S. Canadian, and that it is. So I ride this one quite nicely until here. I put my stop loss yesterday, somewhere over there, and now I'm out of that trade. And as you see, there is nothing today. So that beautiful. It doesn't take too long to really do the thing. So from here, we're gonna be waiting for the index meter. What is happening over there with this Canadian? They're getting too weak. Is there's a retracement to the golden candle? We don't know. The one thing we should note from there is we're gonna wait, and there's our decisions be made from there. How good is that? All right, so Canadian yen, the same. So yeah, I got that one. That one's I was having a good run with this Canadian yen. I was hoping to go to more longer. So actually that one ran from there. And yes, I put on my stop loss over here. So I'm out of there. That was 28 pips, 28 lots from that, 10 lots here. So that's been a quite nice that. Now it's dipping. So what we do when it's dipping, nothing. We just need to wait. There's an opportunity set up maybe to go long. We don't know, but we keep moving. And said we finished the way Canadian, Australia. Now we have Australia has been yesterday was a strong. So therefore that it is. So from that's not the day one, and so Australia is continue running from there. So I don't know, it's not day one, so we can actually go through all the Australian crosses and see what happened over there. Australia is going over here, so that's just continuing the run. There it is. It broke up from there, and we just move our stop loss to a safe place. So now we're risking 34 pips, and it's running quite heavy. That one there. Let me see my account here. Yep, that's running quite nice too. And my other computer when I have my account running. So everything is going quite cool as according to the plans. In Australian yen, the same is on a break even already. Euro Australia, beautiful over there. So as you see, there's nothing to be panicking. Pound Australia is about to break, so let's have a look that one there. Australia is here, pound is over there. So let's look the pound, how the pound is developed. It's still in the top, but here we got some when there's a Power Australia, we can set up a sell from there, and we just need to come over here and make sure to load the right one on the breakout sell. Now I want to check that breakout sell with the oh yeah, that's fine. So we got 10 pips, 20, 100 pips, 300. Yep, that sounds okay. Now let's see here, for example, I want to here 500, and I want to here to take profits, 50% of the profits when the market reach 300. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is, 300, because this is very easy. So once it got 300 over there, 100 break even over here, 100 pips stop loss, which is normally necessary for that one there. So I aiming 500 pips in this run, because look, 500 pips, it won't be a problem for this one to really reach. So there's two blocks over there, plenty of space to run. So 300, I'm gonna take 50% over there, and it takes everything stays in the same place. One there, so click in there, and it will be looking for a trade. 100 pips, there's plenty pips over there to risk, and then I can allow to, to be a stop out twice, and even if the last one makes money, it's still in a quite good there. All right, so that's quite good. So let's not waste more time with Australia. So everything. Now let's look Australian on pound Australia on here. What we will see over here, over here, and wow, that's a deep in there. So this a break. Yesterday we did have the break, isn't it? So that's what sometimes I say to you, we won't miss that one there. So looking at that, we will not be trading at the moment. It's just basing on what we see and the breaks, and what we see over there. And yeah, so just unfortunately, because this is what the E8 is looking, oh, no, the EA, what the indicator is looking, continuation. When we'll have an ABC, then we will see that one there. Maybe that's gonna be the case for that one there. New Zealand is getting stronger at the moment, so let's look at New Zealand on the strong side. In oh wait, this one is no, that's better. I can see this, that one there. So New Zealand, it says, is in the top three and doesn't show anything there. So we will be looking at New Zealand yen, for example, says over here to keep an eye. New Zealand yen is over here, and there it is. It's already, running. So wow, it's flying today. So there it is. So let's have a look at New Zealand yen. I hope that we did trade that one there, and we didn't. So we did not have a signal yesterday, unfortunately, and that's the reality. If it was not a signal, now what I see over here, the market is already run from the morning, as we can see over there. So really, if I want to entry into this trade, the only thing I can do is aiming for the touch over there. That's a nice pullback. It's just unfortunate that New Zealand was not giving me anything here to say, and that's fine. It's enough. So, so yeah, yeah. As even the candles here, we see just today it is changing the candles. So a pullback would be the most required now. New Zealand has a big brick wall over here. That's a pullback over there. So you know, yeah. So if we want to trade this one, the best way to be trading that one, it will be on breakouts. No, breakout buy. No, midpoint retracement buy. So in this one, now we don't want 100 pips for the New Zealand yen, so 50 should be enough. 150, I need to set up that one. That is. Now, in this one as well, what I want to do here is aiming for 300, but come over here and I said, I want to take profit at the 150 level there. And no stop loss. I want a stop loss. So 5 pips touch, so everything there. 25, yeah, 5 for this one, and that's it. So that's would be, let me save